Welcome back. Oh yeah, we got a good one in here for you today. So of course, we're just going to get right into it. Thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you for all the support. You're starting to understand that you are in control of your journey. So control your journey to a better life. This is Motivation Unlocked. I am Mark Black, CEO, the one and the only. And this is the place where we break through limits, shift mindsets, and unlock the life you were meant to live. And today, got a good one because we're talking about something that quietly holds millions of people hostage. Yeah, that need for validation, the need to be approved, the need to be accepted, recognized for some reason. That invisible pressure that makes people second guess themselves, second guess their dreams, and delay their destiny. But today, we are going to break free from it. One of the biggest things holding people back is that need, that wanting approval, wanting recognition, wanting everybody to agree with your journey before you even make a step moving forward. And if we're being real, almost all of us have struggled with it because it's human nature. So don't be upset at yourself. We all want acceptance. We all want to be understood somehow. We want to know that the people we love support us. But here's where the problem begins. When that approval starts becoming a requirement instead of a bonus. You see, too many people, they're waiting for permission to become who they already know they're supposed to be. They're waiting for their family to approve, even though they've never showed any interest in them. They're waiting on friends to believe in them, even though they don't talk to them or they shun them away. They're waiting on social media to clap. They're waiting on someone else to confirm what God has already placed inside of them. And let me tell you something powerful. If you keep waiting on people to validate your purpose, you may never fully step into it. Because purpose was never designed to be crowd approved. Sometimes your vision arrives before the applause does. And if you don't understand that, you'll keep shrinking your future, trying to fit inside other people's comfort zones. And these people probably don't even like you anyway. I just think about why this happens. So let's talk about it. Why do people seek validation so heavily? You know why? Because deep down, many people are still trying to believe in themselves. And when self-belief feels weak, outside approval steps in and it becomes emotional fuel. That's right, emotional. So they search for confirmation through any avenue possible. Approval from friends, support from family, from likes, comments, attention, recognition, those panels on TikTok, those Facebook groups or lives, anything that temporarily makes them feel secure. And social media has made that even stronger. That's why they on the panels, getting with each other, feeling like they want to tell something about anybody in their past. Now, everything is measured through engagement. They measure success through how many reactions you have or how many followers you have. They measure confidence through attention. But hear me carefully. Confidence that's built on other people's opinions is unstable because opinions, they change. Support changes. attention changes. One day, people celebrate you. They're happy for you. The next day, those same people that were happy for you, they criticize you. They don't want to talk to you anymore. So if your confidence depends on outside approval, then the peace that you get from that will always be temporary. And that is exhausting because now you're no longer living from conviction. Now you're dancing and performing for acceptance, for you to be liked, for that validation. And you're starting to lose your way. This is where the danger zone is. This is where validation starts to become dangerous. Because eventually, seeking approval turns into what we call people pleasing. And people pleasing is very expensive. I'm not talking about financially, even though it can be, but emotionally, spiritually, mentally. When you live for validation from others, then you start making decisions based on what other people want. You start to diminish yourself. You start to stay quiet when you should speak. You start to apologize for things that don't even require an apology. You water yourself down. You dumb yourself down just so other people can stay comfortable with their life or with their thought and vision or perception of you. You ignore your instincts. You avoid risks. You silence your truth because judgment feels heavier than anything else that you feel like is authentic. And before you know it, you're living a life that doesn't even feel like yours anymore. That's the cost. Not just delayed dreams, but a disconnected identity. Because you spent so much time becoming acceptable or trying to be accepted by other people, you really forgot how to be authentic. And in my opinion, it's one of the saddest trades a person can make with themselves. But you know what? It's not too late. Really have to get to an understanding that not everybody is for you. Trying to validate for people who aren't even for you. Here's another truth that changes everything. Not everybody is going to understand your vision either. And you know what? That's okay. Because people can only understand life from the level that they've experienced. And some people's levels aren't that high. No offense, but I don't care. Some people, they won't understand your growth. Some people won't understand your ambition. Some people won't understand why you changed. You're not the same person that you used to be. You used to be fun. But honestly, some people only understand the version of you that benefits them. I've said this before. This is the comfortable version. This is the predictable version. A smaller version of you. So the moment that you start changing, you start leveling up and they're watching you. You're starting to set boundaries and you can't go for everything like you used to. You start thinking bigger. You start dreaming louder. They get uncomfortable, not because you're wrong, but because your growth forces them to confront their own limitations. It makes them look in the mirror and listen. Comfort and growth rarely live in the same room. That's right. So don't mistake resistance for failure. And don't mistake misunderstanding for a disapproval from God or destiny. Because sometimes resistance is proof that you're moving. Remember this. Every great vision looks strange before it looks successful, right? So keep going. Don't stop because those people don't believe in you. Stop looking for their validation. Start validating yourself. At some point, you're going to have to stop outsourcing your confidence. You're going to have to learn how to validate yourself. Be proud of your own progress. Be proud of who you are. Celebrate your own growth and how far you've come, because people are still going to say that you're the same, but you know the difference. Your support system knows the difference. Respect your own effort, because sometimes the biggest victories happen quietly. No spotlight, no crowd, no celebration. Just discipline, healing, consistency, and becoming. That's it. And that's all that matters. Trust your vision. Even when nobody else sees it yet. Trust your preparation. Even if the results haven't arrived yet. You have to trust your becoming. Even when you're still growing. Because to be honest with you, the real confidence isn't built from clapping or the applause from other people. It's built from self-belief. It's built from integrity. It's built from knowing who you are, even when no one's cheering for you. Standing on your own feet. That's real power. And you're going to go through life, and people you've known for a very long time, they're going to turn their back on you. They're going to talk about you. But you got to make sure that you are growing, because they think you're going to stay the same. So let's do a practical shift, plan of action, perception check. Here's what I want you to do. Stop announcing every move before you make it. Stop looking for permission. Stop needing everybody to agree with you. Move with confidence, even in silence. Because not every seed needs an audience-wide growth. Sometimes you feel quiet. You heal quiet. You plan quiet. You evolve quiet. And then one day, boom, your results speak louder than explanations ever could. So you got to protect your vision. Protect your momentum, because you up right now. Protect your peace, because you up right now. Because when you stop explaining yourself to everybody, you free up energy to actually become who you were meant to be. And that shift changes everything. Look at everybody else and where you come from. Now look at your growth. Are they still the same? Here's the truth. Now, the moment that you stop seeking validation is the moment that you take your power back. Because now your decisions aren't dictated or controlled by fear. They're not controlled or dictated by opinions or rejection. And that outside approval, forget it. It's controlled by purpose now, being intentional. And that purpose moves differently. Purpose doesn't beg. Purpose doesn't chase acceptance from anyone. Purpose stays focused. So trust yourself. Believe in your journey. Honor your growth. And keep moving, even when nobody's clapping it. Or they refuse to clap because it's you. But you're doing a good job. Don't worry about that. That applause is temporary. Purpose is permanent. Remember this. Your calling does not need public approval to be real. God has already given you your calling. God is enough. I feel like I'm going to keep going, so I'm going to stop. This is Motivation Unlocked. I am Mark Black, CEO, the one and the only. And I know this probably spoke to some of you. If it did, don't just listen to it, share it, apply it, live it. And I need you to keep growing for me, because your purpose doesn't need permission. Your life no longer needs permission from the rest of these people who mean you no good. Your past is your past. Leave it there. They don't accept you anyway. Why look for their validation? That part of your life is over. It's over. You are on to bigger and better things. And they are still stuck. Leave them stuck before you get stuck yourself. I know who I'm talking to. Be blessed, y'all.